Tyler's in Tampa, Florida. Hi, Tyler. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thank you for taking my call. It's an honor to speak with you.
You too. What's up?
So I have a question. My wife and I have been paying off debt for about the last year and a half now. We've been able to pay off about $60,000 out of 100, and I actually didn't know about the baby steps until about 6 months ago. So in the beginning, we were kind of Dave-ish, I guess you could say, and now we're trying to get a little more gazelle intense with it. We've been doing pretty well with following a budget, and I'm struggling with certain expenses related to like family events. I don't get together with my family very often. We have a wedding coming up that we're going to. And then I just found out from my sister that for her 40th birthday, she wants us to fly out to California and spend a weekend with her at a resort. And it's gonna cost us a little over $1,000 for me to go do that. I'm having a hard time deciding whether or not that's a good way to go. I have just my student loans left to pay off, about $40,000. I was really hoping to knock that out. We've been able to increase our income. So I've been hoping to be able to do that in the next few months, and I'm just not sure whether or not that's a good idea. And I thought I'd get your advice.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler, the reality is we always say the deeper you sacrifice, the more money that's thrown at the debt, obviously the faster it's going to be paid off. But life is going to be intertwined throughout that, and that's when you and your wife have to kind of make the call yourselves and to say, okay, what are things going on that we feel like we want to be a part of with our family? What are things that we feel like, gosh, we do, but then we also are like, we could do something else at a later date because we want this mess cleaned up. So again, it goes back to, because when we get this type of call all the time of like, yeah, we have my brother's getting married across the country. What do we do? So, I mean, again, it's one of those things that you guys have to decide. Is this going to slow us down in our debt payoff, but is it worth it for what we're doing with our family? So, I mean,
the problem, Tyler, is this. Every time you let one of these things in, you not only lose the money towards your get out of debt plan, but you lose 10x the emotional momentum. Because your lack of commitment to the process, your lack of intensity to the idea of getting out of debt is chipped away at. And finally, it just doesn't matter, and you stay in debt, and you're a freaking normal broke American that goes to his sister's 40th birthday on a freaking airplane. And that's what happens.
Yeah.
And, all of a sudden you just look up and you just got fat financially. And it's one hamburger at a time, And so it's not the $1,000. It's the lack of you guys being dialed in and going game on. I got one plan for a short period of time. I am going to take no prisoners. Nothing's going on. This complete emotional sellout and focus to winning the Super Bowl is the only way you win the Super Bowl. No one half butts their way into the Super Bowl. And that's what you got to get. That's what you got to decide. It's the emotional problem. The math really isn't the problem. It's just, and then we're going out. I'm kind of tired. I think I'll go out to eat. Well, call the wambulance. Get your butt in gear and get out of debt. And that's the kind of thing. That's the internal self-talk that has to change. You got to get this commitment up and that's the problem. And I'm not mad at your sister. But broke people that are $40,000 in debt on stupid butt student loans shouldn't be getting on an airplane to go to somebody's birthday party. Think about it, man. That's just a dumb statement. Really. I'm sorry, you're
so
broke.
Hard. Okay,
no,
I know.
You're broke.
He is. I know. But I feel Tyler and
I get it, but I'm telling you, this is what
yes.
you.
Okay, but I'm
not. I'm saying, Tyler, this is how you talk to yourself. This is how you talk to yourself. You got to go, I'm too stinking broke to go up there because I'm in student loan debt and I can't do this right now. But that's the truth.
Right.
But it's not me yelling at Tyler. I'm just saying this is the way you have to shift your brain into this gear where you're just going, enough. I'm not living this way anymore.
But the hard thing is, though, is that life, now a 40th birthday, it's more flippant than like a wedding or a funeral, right? Like, there are life events that occur.
Well,
while
if you have to be there, get your butt in your car and drive up there then. Don't talk to me about buying an airplane ticket when you're broke. Really?
To a resort. I know.
To a resort.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Seriously.